beats.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your man, Junior, aka Smoking Guns out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, today's video, this is actually an update on Dana White and that domestic violence dispute that he had with his wife. And this is something that has definitely been very hush-hush. You're not hearing about this in any major media outlets. You're not hearing about it on CNN, Fox News, CBS, NBC, AB, all the letter groups. You're not hearing about this on no major media outlet. And it definitely seems like there's some people in the higher ups that are definitely keeping this hush-hush. But the things that are going on behind the scene, you're not going to hear about it in the major media outlets because, like I said, they're keeping it hush-hush. But it looks like the California State Senate is looking for Dana White to step down as the UFC president. And this is coming out in MMAnews.com, where it states, Women's Caucus calls for Endeavor CEO to remove Dana White as the UFC president. And in this article, it goes on to state, the California Legislative Women's Caucus has called for UFC President Dana White to be removed from his position in a letter to Endeavor CEO Ari Emanuel. So if you do not know who Endeavor is the company formerly known as WME, who has bought the UFC, and they are a very, very major entertainment group in the damn game. Now, in this article, it goes on to state, while many have condemned White's actions, something the UFC president also did during his statement, some fans and fighters have appeared to defend the incident. That view was certainly not held by the California Legislative Women's Caucus, which slammed both White and the silence from Endeavor and the UFC in a letter. In a letter to Endeavor CEO Ari Emanuel, posted on its website and social media, the political women's advocacy group expressed deep concern over both Dana White's actions and the response from the promotion and its ownership. Now, it just goes on to show the letter. I'm not about to read this whole damn letter. Pretty much just going to get to the gist of what this letter is saying, but it states, with that, the California Legislative Women's Caucus, consisting of 18 state senators and 33 assemblywomen, called on White to be removed from his position as UFC president. Quote, now, with that news coming out, dude, like I said, it definitely looks like things are happening behind the scenes about whatever consequences Dana White will have to face, but you're not going to hear about this in any major media outlets. They are definitely trying to keep this hush-hush, something that it seems like it is a concern with some people while they're trying to keep this so hush-hush. You even have an article from Variety where they came out and stated on this tweet, a top agent at WME Rival tells me, I understand why Ari is saying nothing. Look at what UFC means to his business. This isn't like losing a big client. Of course, because a business like the UFC, you got to understand the kind of money the UFC is making for these damn major companies, man. And then dealing with a company like Endeavor, you have to understand with them owning the UFC has a deal with ESPN. So Endeavor is working with Disney with this company UFC since they are contractually obligated to a damn company like ESPN. And that's why you even see people on ESPN are not covering this ish at all. You even have this dude, Jeff Wagenheim, who actually came out with a tweet talking about this ish. And in this tweet, let me pull it up real quick, man. He actually states in this damn tweet where he says, we've been told to not write anything incendiary on social media about the Dana White situation. And I understand why and have abided by that. I just ask y'all to understand that some of us at ESPN do not have as soft a take as this on domestic violence. So I'm like, so you got some higher ups telling you that you're not allowed to talk about this. Then he came out in another tweet trying to clarify where it says, clarification, there was no edict from ESPN bosses regarding the White situation, but in general, we are strongly discouraged from incendiary posts on social media, and with the business partner, things are sensitive. My bad on the wording. So it's like, so what did Joe Schmo, somebody, a janitor sweeping the brooms is like, hey, yo, y'all shouldn't be talking about the Dana White situation. Nah, come on, dude. Don't be friggin' retarded. We know your bosses, your higher ups are the ones that told you to not talk about this damn situation because Joe Blow, the friggin' next editor sitting across from you, ain't friggin' giving you orders talking about you guys can't talk about this. Of course, your bosses are going to be the ones that are telling you not to talk about this situation. And like I said, they are definitely trying to keep this hush-hush with a company like Endeavor, as big as they are. Dude, they definitely do not want this getting all the way out and all of the damn media airwaves. But the things that are happening behind the scenes will come out only if there's going to be something serious with the consequences with a dude like Dana White. So if the consequences aren't going to be serious with a dude like Dana White, you definitely know you're not going to be hearing about it unless you're watching the friggin' media. But if he does have to step down as the UFC president, more than likely you are going to be hearing this on all the major media outlets because it's something as big as that is something that they cannot hide. But I guess only time is going to tell what exactly is going to happen from this. But if the consequences are major, we will be hearing about it. And if they aren't, I'm going to definitely be telling you guys on the channel. All right, you guys. So I hope you like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments, hit me up in the comment section and I'll be sure to hit you guys up. All right. So I hope you like the video. Holla at your man.